Nah, man.
No male bestie. It's me and me. What's up, guys? Welcome back to a fresh episode of Team Talk. Today is a special show. You know, I have a guest on, one of the freshest doctors in the house, Dr. Shazi. Welcome back to the show, bro. You know, this is the first time now, you know, after the whole COVID thing happened and a lot of people came back to China. So, like, what's your experience? Like, how did it go? You know, like, leaving China, going back, then the whole COVID thing. How was it?
So, basically, 2020, that was the moment I was about to enjoy my stay in China.
Right.
That was the time I was about to enjoy everything that was happening in China. Well, let me just go home and come back and see my come back, ASAP.
Right.
Going home January 17th, like before you knew it, COVID was starting.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, go end sharp very soon.
Happy.
And I was supposed to come back to China March 1st.
Yeah.
Return ticket already.
Right.
Then I had to stay home. Like
Right.
having to now adjust in the family house, you know, after a long period of time.
Yeah.
Having to even like online classes, everything combined. Like, anyways, like it was crazy. It was unexpected, but we had to make it happen.
Right.
Like,
You know.
Yeah.
That was a good one though. You know, like, and that whole period, like, because for me, I it was, I was about to go home actually, because I've been in China, 3 years, so I actually wanted to go home that period, but like, now let me just wait, maybe the next holiday comes, COVID happened. Yeah. But
That was actually what I was planning. Like, let me wait to 2020.
Right.
COVID.
Nice, bro. Anyway, so like on Team Talk, you know, I would do reactions and everything, but then today, like, I have my guest, and then today we're talking about something very, very
Rubbing
important.
mind.
You know, rubbing minds. So today we are going to talk about something very, very important, you know. And this thing, I think, what even prompted me to come up with this topic was that I was on Facebook, I think, a couple days back, and I saw a post where somebody was like, you know, as a woman, you're not supposed to pay a couple bills. Yeah. So she listed it: don't pay house rent, don't buy food, don't pay no school fees, don't do, like, a couple bills you're not supposed to pay. And I'm like, okay, fine, that's cool. So I went under the comment section and I was like, okay, that's fine. Yeah. It's okay, as a woman, you're not supposed to pay these bills because it's a man's responsibility, you know, to come up with this money to pay these bills, you know. And I've always been somebody who has been, you know, an advocate of the fact that if you don't have money, then you just take a pause on the whole marriage thing, you know. When you have money, when you have money to take care of all of these things, then fine, you can go ahead and get married, or, you know, have a relationship or something. So now I went under the comment and I wrote, fine, that's okay. That's how I started. That's okay. But now, how about women decide what kind of a lady gets that treatment? You know, and I was like, okay, how about we look for a woman that is submissive? How about a woman who is a virgin? How about a woman who, a virgin or damn close being a virgin, you know, body count maybe 2, 3 at most. Less. You know, how about somebody who has not had any tattoos? How about, you know, put this criteria on, oh boy. All the women came for me, you know. So that when that happened, I was just like, okay, fine. So why is it okay? So basically, that's the topic now. Yeah. Why is it okay for women to have standards, but as long as a man just mentions their own standards, it becomes a problem?
Like, basically, I think it depends on how women see the society. Right. Yes, because they have seen the society whereby they are supposed to just chill. Like, they are supposed to just relax and enjoy everything. Now, a man now can see a girl and be like, okay, you might want to enjoy this, but this is what I want from you.
Exactly, yeah.
These are things I can deal with. These are things I can keep up with. But some ladies will be like, that's not what we're talking about. Yeah. So generally, I think, like, most girls are always, like, embedded in the ideology about, I want a man that is this, I want a man that has this, I want a man that is always having to do this, you know. So many things, having money, income basics, having to be high, all this stuff. But when a guy is like, okay, no problem, I want a girl that's a virgin. Nah,
that's the problem.
Like, there are no virgins anymore.
You know, I don't get it, because most times it's more or less like, you know, like this, when you bring up your own standards of what you want, you know, like, this ladies get offended. It's more or less like you're attacking them. You know, like, I'm not attacking you. These are your standards, and that's fine. Most ladies, like if you start to mention what ladies first, money, the guy has to have money, the guy has to be fine, the guy has to be this, lots of things that women will list for you. You have to be stronger than her, you have to be more intelligent, you have to have more money, of course, you have to be willing to spend. You've listed all of that. And as a guy, you know what's involved. You know that before you get a woman, you need money. So instead of crying about it, you know the next thing to do, go look for the money.
Also,
Fine. So now I've done the hustling, now I've gotten the money. At this point, okay, fine. Now I've gotten the money, I've gotten all the things that women are saying they want. Fine. Now I want this certain criteria of a woman. Once you start listing, problem.
I think most times, it, it most ladies, when men start listening that and start looking at themselves like they don't match up to this kind of thing, maybe based on insecurity,
Yeah.
or like they don't feel like maybe this guy is hitting at the point that she feels guilty about, like talking about virgin, like
Yeah.
the girl might have like had a higher level of like body count,
Yeah.
and when the guy mentions virgin, she's so offended.
Yeah.
She gets so like pissed about
Yeah.
it. So but to the guy, it's not a big deal. Like just have a low body count as well, be a virgin. But to
Yeah.
them, it's like no, you don't have to have this kind of like. The problem is me. You have to focus on me.
Yeah.
Take care of me. But
Right.
most times, what the guy wants is not even valid.
Yeah.
They just want to go, okay, no problem. Just do these things and we are cool. But it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, it does, because and this is another problem that we have, right? When you guys, this is another problem. Ladies really don't have an understanding of what men want. It's about what you should want. You get, so when a man says, I need a woman who is humble enough, who has a low body count, I need a woman who is this, that, like, or whatever I say. It's always about no, that's not what it should be. But you never hear a man telling a woman like, no, like you should look for a poor person, or you should, no, you want a rich man. Oh, no problem. Let's go look for the money, right? You got the money, you got fine. So when I'm saying I need a woman who is this, you are saying no, that's not what you want. So if I come, it's just like a guy now. Like today, I want to eat egusi soup. No, you should eat rice today. I want to eat egusi. Give me my egusi now. Which one is no? You should eat okra today, or you eat rice today. You get it? So those type of things, because most times guys are telling ladies, this is what we want. This is what we want. No, that's not what you should want. For instance, there's this trend now going on with Kiki Palmer, right?
Yeah.
Fine. So Kiki Palmer is a girl that we knew Kiki Palmer when she was young, did the movie. I think that was the movie that blew her up.
Yeah.
Spelling Bee, very young girl. Everybody loved the fact that now that this girl has done this movie, big movie, all that. Now growing up, of course, getting into the whole entertainment industry and all of that, she started doing some certain things, and delved into music, did more acting and all of that. Now she grew up. I don't know, but I don't know how old she is right now.
29?
Yeah, thereabout. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Yeah.
I'm sure.
But now she took in, I think this was last year now, for a particular guy. Yeah. I don't know what the dynamics are, but the point is, recently, I think this was last week or so, she went for this show with I think Usher was there. Yeah. She went for the show with Usher. And then now, the way she dressed, the guy came out on Twitter, put it out there. You are a mom. You live in a world right now where you can't tell your wife what to do and all of that. Yeah, and then what she wore was really, really not cool. And now the guy is like, nah, I don't want this. And then of course, a lot of reaction, because ladies will never tell themselves the truth. Like a lady is somebody who will look at her fellow lady. They're always about women supporting women. Yeah, but they will look at their fellow lady doing something that is wrong. They will never tell the lady. They'll be like, go girl, you rock, you do this. Behind they'll be like, nah man, what this guy is doing is wrong. Yeah, but they won't tell you the truth. So now this girl has come up to, this lady now, being a mom, she has put up that, and of course it's causing reactions, and I don't know if you've seen the story, but what she wore was really
I've actually seen I think I actually saw the brief video of what she was wearing and how she reacted to when Pasha was how she was being all bubbly, and people are saying that's keep Palmer for you.
Yeah.
But a lot of things have to change, especially when you're a mother, what I'm saying? And especially when you know that you are accountable. That's if she's accountable to her man. But I feel like things are supposed to change at the moment, like when people are getting involved in your life. Like you're no longer single.
Yeah.
You're no longer young, you're growing. But to her people reacted saying that okay, oh, she's that's Keke Palmer for you.
Mhm.
This is what the man should have known about, or because
Yeah.
it's not even about the man anymore. Like she has,
Right.
she has a child. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
a boy or what.
Yeah.
She has a child.
Mhm.
So to me, I think, in as much as the man is not actually right to come in public to tell some her baby like father of her child. I'm sorry, the
Yeah.
mother of her child, but
Yeah.
of his child rather. But I think in general, Kipama should have known.
Yeah.
Like she could have at least felt a little bit of I don't know what to use, like a little bit of maturity to
Mhm.
like at least cover up a bit, but you know, some people say that's Kipama for you.
Yeah.
But I don't entirely believe in that Kipama for you. Like
Yeah. No.
she has a child, like
Yeah. You know, and these are part of the things again that we're talking about, because now the man came out, he wrote a couple things, you know, said he had morals. For that particular issue now, right, I fault both of them, you know, for two different reasons.
Mhm.
Because there is the guy, you know, just like you said, this who Kiki Palmer is, she's not a morally upright person, you know, she doesn't dress decently, you know, and if you had known this is who this person is, then stay away from the person. And that's one of the problems that come up with these things. It's more or less like, okay, you have seen somebody in this light. It's just like, okay, fine, you've seen somebody in this light, right? The person always dressing in a way you don't like and all that. Don't go trying to change the person. Just let the person be.
Mhm.
That's it. Yeah. So you know this is who this person is. Now you have decided, because as a man, you have a responsibility to choose who should have your seat.
Mhm.
Yeah. So you want to have a mother. You want a mother to your child. You should select who that person is going to be, because now the child, and this is the problem, right? The child is going to grow up now without the parents in the house, and the child did not choose that life. You know, the child might grow up tomorrow and say, okay, growing up with a single mom or something affected me. And these are the problems that we're talking about. Children who grow up with, you know, single parent homes, you know, they have that risks of going to prison or not being upright and all that. And then now the same thing is happening again. Why? This could have easily have been avoided if the guy had just gone for somebody he like. It's just like when the guy is saying, "Oh, I want a church girl, I want a church girl." Then go to the church and find a church girl. Don't go to the club looking for a church girl. You get that? Yeah, you can't go to the club looking for a church girl. You know. So on that issue now, I fought the guy first of all going for that kind of a lady to start with. Yeah, he wouldn't have even done that. And then they keep the power part. I don't really know what's going on. Most ladies when they start, because there's another interview of hers that I watched, and she was like, nah, she doesn't need any man for nothing. She has her money, so she can do whatever she wants to do. You know, and most times when ladies get money, they just what do you think about that? Like when ladies get money, you know, there's always this feeling of I don't need a man, I don't need a man, I don't need a man.
Now talking about money, you know, money changes people.
Right.
Money is a whole lot of, it brings a whole lot of values to someone when someone gets money.
Yeah.
So now, for her, she believes or she
Mhm.
thinks that she's already made.
Yeah.
So for the man, he doesn't have a say.
Right.
So, but in a general sense, like the money shouldn't be the main factor of how she should react or how she
Mhm.
should behave or how she should handle things like that. But I just think generally, like the money is not really like I don't believe in the money. Like the money doesn't have a say. Like because obviously the man might have money
Mm.
and say that the man might not have money, but
Yeah.
the man is coming to say that this is you did is wrong, notwithstanding how much you have or how much
Mm.
you think you have.
Yeah.
Again, so it's not even. I think most ladies usually feel like they are now their own man
Yeah.
when they have money,
Yeah.
especially when they are not even married to the person. Because
Mhm.
obviously the guy is like they're not married, so
Yeah.
she's feeling like this man doesn't have a say. Like she's the mother of her child, she provides for her child. She can even say she provides for the man. Obviously,
Yeah.
she feels like she's.
Yeah.
But it doesn't necessarily to me or like what most guys would think. Like
Mhm.
it's cool for a lady to have a
Yeah,
money.
yeah, fine,
It's supportive
Yeah.
having a lady that has her own that has already brought herself up or something.
Yeah.
But it's not generally has to be based or rated on money. Based on okay now she has money, she can do anything she likes. Or
Yeah.
no, you have money, but it might affect your child.
Yeah,
That's how much you have.
Definitely. Yeah, because it's like, you know, like most ladies do this whole, I mean, I don't know, like when ladies make money, the more money a lady makes, she feels like she doesn't need a man, you know, and at the end of the day, they start looking out for unrealistic, you know, requirements from men. And the men that they look out for, those men really wouldn't want people like that, you know, because like this whole thing again, coming back to this whole Kiki Palmer thing, like even if you're not doing it for the guy, you have a child.
Exactly.
So you should be responsible for your child. Because kids bully. I've always been saying this, the kids bully kids.
Yeah.
You know, a kid is somebody who will tell you the fact. If you are fat, the kid will tell you straight, you are fat, innocently. Just being a child. So what happens if, and you know how it is, if you go to internet right now and you search naked pictures of black women, you see lists, you see a lot of them coming out. So how will you feel if somebody should go to Google and search naked pictures of black women and then your mom is coming up? So if you don't have that's it. If you don't have a responsibility to yourself, at least think about your child.
Yeah.
You know, have a responsibility to your child. So many people are saying, no, but it wasn't too bad, it wasn't too bad. No. Your man doesn't want this. The world doesn't need this. We don't need that. You know, so you have to dress accordingly and, you know, like, at least be responsible for your child.
But people are like, obviously, talking about reaction as well. Like, people have been saying, like, based on the fact that, okay, that's her industry, that's how she made her money, that's how, exactly to what I was saying at first. Things change. If she was single or doesn't have a child, enjoy yourself.
Right.
Do your thing.
Do your thing, yeah.
Be irresponsible as you want to be. You're not answering to anybody. But the minute people are coming to your life, like, child, like, a lot of things now has to change. Like, because it wouldn't have costed her anything if she just go back.
Come on, man. Like, you're my mother, try to cover your nyash. Come on, it's not like it's not too much to ask, you know. Like, you owe me that because I did not choose you to be my mom. You get, so I might wake up, I might grow up tomorrow rather, and I'm like nah, man, you didn't do right for me. So you can have all the money to take care of me and all that, but like I didn't plan to have a mother like this, you know, because these things rub off and all that.
It's not more like she's not setting a standard,
you know,
for her and the man.
It's
just exactly to what you're saying. Men's opinion or how men should want how their women should react to is not valid to most men. Because exactly what you're saying from the onset. Like, it boils down to like where do we meet? Like, where do the man and woman meet to correlate? To her, she's just like, the man doesn't
have a say, like she has got their money. Like, it's just the values of women, the things that women want from men, like, it's always valid to them. You know, like, some of the things women expect from men are very, very unrealistic, but that's it, it's valid. This is what a woman wants and that's what it should be.
Most men don't have issues with what they want.
That's the fact. You know, most men will just be like, okay, fine, this is what you want. Okay, let me go get this thing. You know, let me go work it out. But when a man decides, okay, this is what I want, it's a problem. There's a video I saw, I think, let me play that video up so that watch it and then you see what the reaction will be.
I'll pose her one question. Go ahead. Let me answer your question. Would you say that in general most women prefer a man taller than themselves?
What do you say? Sorry.
Taller. Would it be fair to say that in general women prefer a man taller than themselves?
Yeah, that's true.
Would it be fair to say that in general women prefer a man that makes more money than them?
Yes, I guess some. Yeah.
In general, not yourself.
Be honest. I mean, they want the man to make money. Yes. Okay. I'm not sure how people really how much they care about it.
Okay. Would it be fair to say that women want a guy that is more confident and ambitious than themselves?
Yeah, those things. Yes.
Okay. What if I said that women are delusional for these inherent standards?
I don't think it's delusional to have those standards.
Stop the show right there. I don't think it's delusional that they want women that have low body counts.
Yeah, but why?
Hold on, stop the show.
The reason they want to have someone
Melina,
that has low body count.
Stop for 2 seconds.
Okay. Can I finish it after?
No, hold on.
Okay.
Because this is the quintessential example of what I mean when I say female standards are respected and supposed to be adhered to, whereas male standards are considered delusional.
The only reason they want virgins is because they're really insecure that a dick might have been better than theirs.
Nobody said virgin.
That is it. That's true.
You see how funny this thing is? Like, the guy literally is listing out the standards that they want, and everybody's saying yes, and that's fine. A guy knows this is what I need to get, but immediately the guy says, okay, fine, now these are your standards, good. For you to demand something, you have to be able to have what it takes to demand that. You cannot be, how will I put it now?
You cannot be living wayward.
You know, and then demand a certain thing. You don't have the right. You don't have the right. You don't have the moral justification whatsoever to demand that. So even as a man, it's just like, how will I put it now? Women misunderstand what the value of a woman is. You know, most women feel, oh, I've made my money, so I have value. Yes, you have value outside the relationship, outside the marriage space. That's valuable as a human being. Fine, you have money, you've grown your career in a certain level and all of that, which is fine. Now, in the relationship space, what gives you value? And that value is somebody who, like, I was discussing this thing, I think we were discussing this off camera, you know, where I was like, if there's a girl around the hood and the girl is a pretty girl, very decent girl, everybody wants that girl. Not to mess with her, just I can wife this girl.
I want a good girl in my corner.
You get, yeah, I can wife this girl. And when your friends see you with that girl, they'll tell you, man, this girl is a very good girl. Don't mess with her. Girl. Exactly. So now you don't have those standards, but then because again, like I was saying, ladies feel what their value is in a relationship space is about, oh, I have money, I'm outspoken, I'm this. But that's not what it is. The value that a man gives to a woman in the relationship space is a woman who is, man, decency is like key to a man. Because you represent a man. You represent him relationship wise, marriage wise, you represent a man. So when a man says, this is my woman, it should be something of a reflection to you. Oh, boy, no. That guy, that girl is just like, even when you're amongst your guys will be like, nah, man, like, nah, this is your woman. You know, it puts your shoulders up, like, no, I landed a good woman, you know. But anytime a man say, I don't know whether it's a problem that ladies really don't believe when men are saying these things, or I don't just get it. Because he literally just finished listing all what ladies want. And she was like, yes.
The minute
The very second said, I need this, it became a problem.
the girl even had to even like say something about the guy being insecure about the size or something. You know, come on now, like it was the bare minimum. Like it's this is exactly what we are talking about. Like the minute she said something about a man wanting this to her, she really had to like throw an insult back. Like, nah, this man is thinking this. Come on,
No, it's not.
It's the bare minimum.
Bare minimum, really. Like it's not really hard.
It's not really hard. Like,
It's not really hard. The
getting
thing
money
is,
is harder than
bro, the things that ladies demand from men are way harder than what men demand from women. It's bare minimum. Don't sleep around. Don't sleep around.
respect.
Listen to me when I talk. Be respectful. That's all. Bare minimum. Bro, like, do you know what it means to make money, fam? Bro, that shit is hard to be a man, you know. Like, you have to really earn the value that you have, you know. But for a woman, what is it? Nedwoko, like, that guy hustled a lot to make money. Yeah, he married a young girl. Why? Because she's a girl, that's all. Nothing else. It's the very bare minimum. Just be a respectful girl. Respect yourself. Because if you respect yourself, you won't go sleeping around. So respect yourself. Be somebody of value. And that's the problem. Ladies feel value to them is, oh, I've made my money, so that's value. In the word space, maybe fine. But in the relationship space, man, you have absolutely, that does not really define your value. It can be a plus, fine, but not your value.
Not your value.
Yeah, not your value in the relationship space at all, you know. So it's just a very crazy space out there. But you know, like it's just unfortunate though. But I hope that we get there somewhat. I don't know. Like I really do hope that we can.
It should be like there's no remedy.
Yeah, go, bro. Like it's I mean, right now it's even sad. Like
With the way the world is going and
It's
everybody,
sad.
Gen Z, like
oh no, this Gen Z thing, man. I thank God I'm not in that era because I really don't understand what's going on. The way it makes sense for them, I don't understand. I really don't get, like, come on, man. But first of all, my mom does not have a bestie. So where are all these ladies learning that thing from? Coming up, bestie, I have bestie, this, I have bestie, that. You are friends with a male. Like, it's different, you know, like, how would I put it now? You know what I'm talking about, like, the whole bestie thing, like, you can have a male friend as a lady, and that's fine. But every single day of your life, you are calling a particular guy, you are doing this. Meanwhile, you are a married woman,
or you have a man,
or you have a man in your life, you know, and all of those things. So I really don't get, and these are the things that we are talking about. Men have never changed.
And so, sorry to cut you off. But
Yeah, no
the
problem.
thing is, now talking about this bestie ish.
Right.
Now, to the girl,
Mm-hmm.
it's nothing. Like it's like, okay, this is a guy I can discuss. You know, we have known this person. I've known this person before you. This person has been my friend. This person has been someone in my corner. Is always there for me. And this. Okay, now the guy you cannot have a boyfriend or like you get married or stuff. Now the husband's bare minimum now. Okay, can you stop talking to this guy?
That's it.
Like you have accomplished 90% of everything you wanted to be. Of course, you're you're well fed, you're well clothed, you're well catered for. But the one thing I want from you is don't talk to this guy. To her, that's the truth. To her, he's asking too much. And if you look at it from another angle, it would be like there must be a backstory. But now to the guy, just stop talking to this guy. But to the girl, why the girl be like, why are you asking to stop talking to this guy? Well, it's not that hard. Like you already have a man enough. If you want to have the best thing, you can't find a girl as a friend. Like come on, man. Like, but exactly what you're saying. What men want are not always regarded as something.
No.
Because obviously they feel like men are just there to like just make money and take care of them. Well, every other thing men want is nothing but that's not it.
Once a man deserves or requires anything of them is controlling.
Yeah.
The man is trying to control me. The man is trying to control me. You know, like you have, of course, this thing even goes very, very deep because, for instance, right, this is the thing. I don't know if ladies understand this thing, right? But like, let me just throw this thing out there. Like, no man wants a freak for a girlfriend or a wife. You get like, you go to, what are the clubs meant for? Clubs are meant to sexualize women, drink alcohol. Basically, that's all what happens at clubs. You know, like, whosoever is building a club is building a club to make money. How is he going to make money? Sell alcohol? And how is he going to sell alcohol? Who are the people that spend money in the clubs? Men. No women. Most of the clubs will tell you, okay, men you have to pay, women come in free. Why? Getting more women there, putting a little bit of alcohol, boost the ego of these men, and they make money. Now, you are saying, as my woman, I don't need you being in such an environment. You are controlling.
If I'm not there, because
you get me, yeah, fine. That's fine.
Because it's fun going to the club with your girl. Like having your girl to be freaky just for you alone is interesting.
That's the point.
But
just for you.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just for you. Because for instance, like if like you are with your lady, right? She has a scar. Let me not even say a tattoo because a tattoo maybe another guy drew a tattoo for you. So yeah, you already show your butt to the guy. So let me not even say tattoo. Let's say she has a scar or something. As the man, you are supposed to know. Oh, my lady has a scar, yeah. You know, so that's intimate, you know. Yeah, so that's for you. So if she wants to be freaky for you, that's for you, no problem. But why are you being freaky for? What's the validation you are getting from people? What does it matter? It's always lack of respect for the guy.
Exactly.
Yeah, because what do you need? Like, if your man is saying, I don't need you being in the club, I don't want you going to the club, I don't want you having freaky nights, I don't want you posting naked pictures online or almost naked pictures online and all of that. How is that too much to ask?
It's because he sees value in you.
You get me?
But to them, it's more like you're telling me how to live my life. But
Controlling.
Like I need you to be at a certain level where I'll be appreciated even when I'm not there.
That's it.
But to them, it feels like nah. Their friends will always be like, fuck that nigga, man. Like you're a big girl, do your thing, be yourself. But it's not really about doing that. Like the man sees you as something. That's why he has to tell you, do this or do this. If I'm there, fine. Like,
fine. And if
enjoy
I allow
yourself.
that, that's fine.
Enjoy yourself.
You
But
know.
it's not like the guy is always asking you to do this because he wants to be the boss or he wants to be the man. Most men are like that.
Yeah.
Okay, not like most men, but few maybe the ones that always arouse all these toxic guys probably. But like once a guy is always asking you to do something that in a general sense is right, that means he actually sees you as somebody he values.
Right.
But most girls usually like turn it the other way around, thinking it's like no, that's not it. This man is over the way, he's always over demanding, he's over controlling, he's always trying to dictate your life for you and that.
I know something very, very simple because I don't know which man is going to be proud to say, and I don't know any man that is going to be proud to say this is my wife, to introduce a particular woman that has absolutely no moral standing and introduce that this is my wife. You get like I can't go out and then I'm having maybe I'm sitting down and people are talking about there was this crazy girl that was at the club yesterday and something like that and then that's supposed to be my wife. It's not possible. And again, that even draws me to another conclusion. Let me get your thoughts on that. Like about Because what my own take on most of these things is the fact that if you have somebody who has a certain lifestyle and you meet the person and you're trying to change the person, you are the cause of the problem. That's basically what my thought process is. Because if you've met somebody who is very, very, maybe outspoken person, somebody who doesn't care, most women are like, I don't need a man. Yeah, those type of people, like, I stay away from them. Any woman who's about, I don't need a man, I can be this. She's stopped to telling you the truth. She doesn't need a man, so stay away, because like, when she doesn't need a man, then like
She's not comfortable.
exactly to any man. So you can't go for somebody like that, and then tomorrow now you are expecting that, oh, she's supposed to be submissive to yours. She doesn't need you. She already told you that. She's been saying it, but you're not listening. So again, going back to that, like, now based on the fact that I'm saying, if you've seen somebody who is already in that light, you stay away from the person. So now that even drives me to something very interesting about career path and people choosing to get married to people that have certain careers. Because I remember on my graduation, when I put on my graduation photos and all of that, people go, oh, you're a doctor. Nah, I don't like doctors. Doctors are cheats, all of these things. So I don't know if you have any ideas on, like, maybe career paths that people run away from, because like you have models, couple guys are not really down to dating models because there's this general stereotype that models are prostitutes, maybe actors are prostitutes, that kind of thing. So you have like maybe some careers that for a fact that in this career, like, I can't deal.
I cannot be a stripper.
You can't deal. What if he's making money and he's bringing money home? Okay, nice one.
So why would I be a stripper? Like, come on now, like, this is what I'm taking care of.
Right.
I'm taking care of it.
Right.
Everything in particular.
Yeah.
So why would you now having to showcase it for someone else to pay?
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So that one alone is
Out.
That's
That's out.
Now, talking about model,
Mhm.
it depends.
Okay.
Some models are like, they are decent models.
Yeah.
Like, they are pretty models that dress good. Like, obviously, like, it depends on the brand, say, but
Mhm.
in as much as the brands differ,
Mhm.
there are some brands that I can't have someone that do, like, if it's like all these brands that have to do with underwear, like obviously
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Some ladies look good in it. That's why the model is good.
Yeah.
To me, like, nah, I can't deal with that. Like,
Yeah.
I can't. But if it's about a model that, like, you dress proper, like,
Yeah. Fully
fashion,
covered.
like,
Yeah.
like the person be like, fucking hell, this dress is nice. This
Right.
this person is decent. This covers fine.
That's perfect.
So yeah, so it's models. A lot of things differ when it comes to modeling again.
Okay.
Now, also talking about career,
Mm.
like, now, talking about again,
Mhm.
having to refer back to what you said
Yeah.
about men's whatever men want, so it's like men want this and they also want this in relationship, like, marriage.
Mhm.
Now, most men would tell you that they can't deal with a woman that makes more money than them.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Fine. Yeah.
But to me particularly,
Mhm.
I think the more money the better.
So the more money lady makes, the better.
Like,
Mhm.
it's I think it takes a whole lot of responsibility from the man.
Okay.
Like, so to me, it doesn't really. The money wise about the career is never the problem. Like,
Yeah.
as long as the career is decent,
Mhm.
or as long as the career doesn't have to involve any kind of shady thing or any
Mhm.
kind of shady occurrences, then it's
Yeah.
calm. The money, it's calm. Like,
Right.
make the money, but just do it the right way.
Right.
So that's talking about the career age actually.
Right. Yeah, because for that, I'll get back to that and we'll hear your thoughts on it as well. But like for careers, like, I don't know, but just generally, there are some people that will tell you, nah, I'm not going to date a banker. Bankers are too promiscuous people. I tell you, like, bankers, doctors, pilots.
Now,
you
I'm
know.
talking about the men career.
Men career, that's what ladies talk about men. Yeah, of course, for the female career, of course, like,
Yeah.
just like you said, come on,
Yeah.
man. Nobody's, like, I don't think there's of course, there are strippers that get married, like,
Yes.
very extreme cases
Some
here.
men
but-
are fantasizing about that is come to them.
right, to get married. But like on the general note, I don't think there's any man who is interested in having their woman, be all out there. Now, about what you said, that the more money a woman makes, the better. Like, in the terms of she makes more money than you, or in the terms of you are here, she's close to you, or like she's way
No.
above you.
When I said more money the better,
Yeah.
it doesn't generally mean like how making more money is going to make me this or affect me. Like
Yeah.
what I mean, the more money the better is like her now having a very good career or having to like make more money.
Yeah.
Because I know there are situations whereby a man can be like very good today and tomorrow is having to deal with a lot of problems and things get rocky for the man.
Right.
And the ladies have to like take care of things.
Right.
Now it now boils down to how the lady will react, having to know that she's making more money than her man.
Yeah.
If she makes more money than her man and she's still respectful and she still knows that I have to be calm, I have to be decent, I have to respect my husband, then it's calm. Like as far as the respect and everything you're supposed to do as a woman is there.
Yeah.
As far as the money you make, the more money you're making does not affect how you see your man
Yeah.
or how you look at your family as a whole.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure like a man will be happy if his wife buys him a very big car.
Yeah. Sure. So now what you even as men we want to be taken care of now.
Obviously.
Exactly.
So as long as the money she's making is not like making her feel like what the husband is now telling her to do does not matter, then that's where the problem comes in.
Yeah.
Because I think like most men when they start making more money, they just feel like whatever the man is saying in the house is normal, it's not bad.
Right.
Exactly what you're talking about. So I think like the more money is better. That's only if it does not affect how she sees her husband from the onset.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that's another problem. You know, the more money a woman makes, the more she feels she doesn't need a man.
Yeah.
Yeah, the more money a woman makes, the more she feels she doesn't need a man. And at that point she starts to, have some standards for the kind of man that she needs. Yeah. And the problem now is the kind of man that she needs at that point doesn't need a woman like her. And that's why it's more or less like the more money a woman makes, it cages her, in trying to get a man. Because first of all, a woman needs somebody that makes more money than her. That's when they can actually respect a man. Because a couple, talks online, even from personal experiences, ladies that I've spoken to and all of that, they will tell you, I need my man to make more money than me. That's when I'll be able to submit or respect my man. Now, the more money she's making, let's use Nigeria for example now. There was this statistics, I've forgotten the people that I've forgotten actually, but now what the statistics was that people who have more than 500,000 naira in their account was just about 2% of Nigerians, thereabout. Yeah, so let's even put a cap on like maybe $1 million naira every month. People who make 1 million every month, they're not a lot. Very few people make it. $1 million naira is a lot of money. They make $1 million every month. So when a woman gets to a point where she's making $1 million every month, she needs a man that is making at least bare minimum $1 million or above $1 million. Now, a man who is making $1 million doesn't want a woman that is making $1 million necessarily because of what comes with a woman that is making $1 million. Yeah, because ladies, once they start making money, there's just this whole, I cannot be submissive, it's very difficult. But I get your point 100. If I can get a woman who is making more money than me, no problem. Like as long as you understand that, okay, you are still a woman, you have to be, like a good partner to me, you have to be submissive, you have to be all of that, you have to be respectful. I don't have a problem with that. It's very fine. I don't care like how much you make actually, because most men that are complaining about, oh, I don't want a rich woman, are people that don't have money.
Insecure.
Yeah, so if you have money, like I don't care. Like if I'm worth a certain amount and this money is money that can help me take care of my family, give them what is required for me to do. Yeah, if you are making more than me, well, enjoy.
Exactly.
Yeah, the only way it will be a problem is if I don't have the money to do what I'm supposed to do.
As a man.
Now, yes. Now you are the one. Let's say I'm making X. Let's say I'm making like $1 million every month, and this $1 million can take care of my family, give them housing, give them schooling, give them accommodation, give everything without even the woman. If the woman won't let her be making 100 million every month, I don't care.
Exactly.
I'm good to take care of it, But imagine where you are not even making nothing, and she's the one doing everything. Oh boy.
I think in that moment, the woman can even tell you to stay the outside.
Yes. At that point, it's going to be very terrible, So I really don't care. Like, as a matter of fact, personally, I don't like women who are just non-productive.
I think it's for me.
Yeah.
Like how I operate or how I see things.
Yeah.
I think generally for me, I even support or even like try to like tell her this is like if I have a girl like I would like advise do this if I have a way of supporting you like to make you, because if your woman is big, you're big.
You're big.
Yeah, like
You're
so
big. Fast.
so if as a man you're making 1M and you see your woman's business like something that can transform from 1M to 2M, and you're feeling like you don't have to do this to her, so she won't make no money to you, then there's a problem.
No,
I feel
you're
like
in
if
problem.
I have a way of seeing my woman be like, this you're doing, you can make it double up, bro. Of course, it's for the both of you as well.
Yeah.
Like only if the woman understands it that way.
Yeah.
You get it. So
Yeah.
so women always so men might be like, nah, you can't tell me what to do because I have no money.
Yeah.
But I'm saying in essence that if there's a way a man, or if there's a way I personally, if I have someone or if I'm with someone and I see there's a way I can improve your business or tell you or something you can do, like I can obviously why would I want you not to like why would I want that? Like
Yeah.
advise you, help you out, like do things like that because at the end of the day we are still one.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So that's what you said makes sense. Your woman is big, you are big. So whatever like because couple men would be like, nah, I'm not going to support my wife because when she makes money, she's going to be this, she's going to that. But nah, but like if your woman is big, like by extension, that's you. And you're chilling, yeah, because that's the reason why you're also trying to have the woman who is decent enough, who is well educated, can speak well, so that because when she goes out there, she's a representation of you. So if your woman is big, you're big. Exactly. So you have to, go out there and then, support your woman. But yeah, no. In a nutshell, though, like it was nice hanging out with you. So, like, final words. What do you think? Like this whole thing about women having standards. What are the standards? Like, final words. What are the standards you feel that are just the key things that men are demanding from women, and women are just deliberately not just listening? Like there's something in their ear that don't just hearing what women are asking for.
Another man.
No male bestie. It's me and me. That's it.
Like receiving things from another man.
Right.
Because we know how men think.
Right.
Men usually see women as materialistic.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So most men will be like, how do I impress this woman? Let me give her this.
Yeah.
Let me give her this. Let me do this for her. Right. So as a woman with someone, why would you be taking something from this person, or how would you do it? Okay, sometimes people be like, it's a platonic something, is a lie. But if a man should tell you, don't take this or don't accept this, like it's a very minimum. As long as the man can provide it for you, then you get it. So that's number one.
Yes.
Number two. Number two, like respect.
Right.
Like men, I think no matter how, okay, let me use the word broke. And I think as much as I not pray for a man to be broke, but no matter how broke the man is or the man was, he demands the 100% respect for this woman. Yeah. Like that was also very very like, but most ladies feel like, okay, this guy is broke now, independent idea out. That's nonsense. Like respect the man. It's like that's your man.
Yeah.
If you don't respect your man, then I'm not sure. Like I'm not even sure a lady that doesn't respect a man respect her parent.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Because it's just like that's someone that is now taking care of you, even if at the point that something is going bad. Like respect.
Yeah.
You get it? So now another thing, another bare minimum, low body count. Like sometimes some ladies will be like, it's in the past. It's past. It happened before you, since you came into the picture, but it's still a bare minimum. That's what you want. So I think that's not a delusional.
Yeah. It's not a delusional demand.
Yeah, it's delusional demand.
Yeah.
Because that's what the man wants. And interesting, there are still girls with low body count. So
Yeah.
So it's not like the man is asking for too much.
Yeah, yeah.
That's still something. Yeah. So I think these things are like, I don't think there's one thing a man wants from a lady other than just being respectful, having to behave with a level of maturity,
Right.
having to dress in a more decent way,
Right.
having to like keep a kind of matured or respectful or well-behaved friend. Because when we're talking about friends, it's actually a very broad topic.
Yeah.
Having to talk about friends that your woman is dealing with, because as a man, maybe your partner might not be seeing some kind of values in a friend that are like wrong.
Yeah.
But you as a man, you've sat back and you have analyzed this friend and be like, this friend, like, come on, you should take up this friend. Like,
Right.
in as much as you guys are cool, but this is something she's doing that I don't like, and it might be affecting you in a manner that you yourself don't know.
Yeah.
So asking your partner or like giving her good and valid, because some men can be like, don't talk to this lady because of some, maybe they have had maybe an encounter with lady, which is bullshit. But
Yeah.
if the reason the guy is telling you not to talk to this lady or not to have a encounter with this lady is proper, it's like crime, then come on, like, it's a bare minimum.
A bare minimums, you know. So like basically, like I get your point 100, and for me, like it's just the same thing, you know. Just like you said, I need my woman by extension is a representation of me.
Yeah.
So if somebody sees my woman out there, and because what I'm going to do is I'm going to give value to myself. You know, I'm going to give value to myself. I strive to give value to myself so that when I get married to you or when I have a woman, your attachment to me by extension also give value to you.
Yeah.
So if somebody says, oh, that is Tim's wife or that's Tim's girlfriend,
Based on the standard of set for yourself,
that I've set for myself, she will be happy that, oh, like I am this, because I know like anywhere my mom goes to, nobody addresses her by her name. They address her by Mrs. Miani, that's my dad's name, you know, and then she feels happy that, okay, I'm the wife to this great man. Respectful man, exactly. So by extension, if you are out there, they will also address you as Mrs. Tim. So if they are going to address you as that, you are also supposed to, you know, have certain things, and these things are not too much to ask.
It's the same way a man can be addressed the way his wife, because your wife can be wayward or your partner can be wayward.
Right.
And you come out to me and be like, see that man's wife.
You get.
So
that devalues the man.
It devalues the man. Like
That
no
devalues
matter how respectful the man is in the
That
society,
devalues the man.
once his partner does something improper, they'll be like,
That's it.
yeah. So it's still all about that same thing about having to deal with a lot of indecency with men and all those things affecting the man, even as the man has been known to be respectful and well behaved or like well cultured man.
Right.
So a lot of women's attitude usually like tend to demean a lot of things the man tends have done for himself over a period of time.
Yeah, if you get a wrong partner, man, whatever you build for yourself, man, is going down like real quick, you know. So that's the thing. For ladies out there, man, I don't know what it is, I don't know what gets into your head that you feel like your value as a person, you know, you can add value to yourself, you can get all the degrees you want to get, you can be as educated as you can get to the highest level, make something for yourself. All of that is just for the society, you know. When it comes to the relationship bracket or the marriage bracket, you know, you have to be decent, as that's like the bare minimum, you know. Just cover up, cover your body. It's just cover your body. You don't pass like that, you know. So when you are putting yourself out there, like, and all of that, like, oh boy, like, you know that saying when they say before you open what's it called, you open pants to see nyash, now you open nyash before you see pants, you know. Okay, like it's messed up. Like before you could see a woman naked before, do you know what I had to go through? See the nakedness of a woman. Fair, you go wear tights, wear shimmy. Yeah,
I know. My mom
you go wear shimmy, wear pants, the tights, wear all of that. So before a woman will pull all of that in front of you,
like you already seen,
for you to see a woman's nakedness, bruh, it took a lot. And because these women had this, these women had this representation of their family. So when a woman goes out there, even as a guy, when you go out there, I'm representing my family.
Yeah.
So when you mess up, like that's why now you look at some pictures and like, this person, don't you have a father? Don't you have a family? Like you are disrespecting them before yourself. You know, right? For you to see nude picture, the nudity of a woman, just have a 2G phone.
But the thing is,
you're all good to go.
The thing is, some men like it.
Yeah, well, that's the problem.
Some men like it. So
most men like to. No, if it's about seeing naked women, that's why you get the likes. So when you put a naked picture up, you get clicks, you get likes, because men will like to see that. But no man will take you serious.
Exactly.
That's the fact.
Exactly.
So when you come tomorrow now saying, I demand a man to take me seriously, don't worry. The past will always mean something to the man.
Obviously.
So you cannot tell me, oh, it was in the past, and then I'm like, okay, in the past, then tomorrow they're sending me your nude pictures and all of that. Remember that there's a future. So while you are doing that, remember, it's going to account for something tomorrow, you know. So that was that, man. It was nice hanging out with you, my bro.
Always, man.
You know, yeah, nice having you. All right.